Pre-socratic philosophy is basically a branch of philosophy that mainly deals with an interest in the natural world's mathematics, its forms, and a quest to understand the origins, mechanics, and to formulate hypotheses about this world. I will be diving more into my personal takes and suggesting several thought experiments to delve deeper into the core of the said subject and possibly discover more about the subject after watching this video. Let us begin with one of the most important questions that come to mind when we set out on a quest to understand the origins of the material world. My incorporeal beliefs lead me towards an idea that our reality consists mainly of two realms, the material and the conscious realm. The material realm consists of everything that can occupy space and has place in a human being's visibility spectrum. The conscious realm, however, is a completely different topic. For starters, it is pretty much impossible to even talk about the existence of a conscious realm without being challenged by academic scholars from almost all over the globe. I believe human beings, just like animals, have an inherent capacity for infinite evolution, and the brain has a huge role to play in that process. As is rightly quoted on the NCBI website, the brain is the last and the grandest biological frontier, the most complex thing we have yet discovered in our universe. It contains hundreds of billions of cells interlinked through trillions of connections. The brain, quite literally, boggles the mind. A reality perceived by you might be a completely different reality for me, but we can never truly know. Since you and I are not same beings, we are not different, experiencing reality through the same eyes, through the same set of visuals that we are. The modern definition of reality in vague terms is something that is real, and the modern definition of real is existing or occurring as fact, actual rather than imaginary, ideal or fictitious. In the definition above, we're very clear about what is real. It is something that is not imaginary. However, your perception of reality might be a totally different one from mine. The implication that because each of us perceives the world through our own eyes, reality itself changes from person to person. While it is true that everyone perceives reality differently, reality could care less about our own perceptions. The world as we experience it, including ourselves, is at all times characterized by change and transmutation, and by apparent accident. This impermanence and unpredictability was a central theme in the whole religious mythology of the ancient Greeks. Animals and plants are created and grow, and then die and disappear. The weather changes unpredictably. Only astronomical phenomena display any regularity. The seasons, the motions of the planets, the fixed stars. But is there some underlying and unchanging quote unquote reality? Or at least a set of simpler principles that are not changing? If so, what is the underlying principle? What is the underlying reality? And what are the principles? Perhaps the most important underlying idea running through this, one that is central to modern science, is the recognition that if one wants to explain the world, then the basic elements of the explanation must be different from the world. The early philosophers firmly understood that a theory of the world of appearances and a particular phenomena had to be constructed from building blocks, or an underlying reality that was not like the world of appearances, and not like us. For them, the attempt to personify nature was to explain nothing, since it left things in the same state as before. The problem with an exclusive concentration on the natural world is that it is impermanent, in a state of constant flux. If one is seeking an explanation for all things, it cannot, therefore, be found in the world of everyday phenomena. This was, of course, recognized by the Milesians, but they did not attempt to get to grips with the structure and the form of the ineffable underlying quote unquote stuff, treating it as undifferentiated. In what may be one of the most important intellectual steps to be ever taken by mankind, such studies were initiated by the Pythagorean school, in a move that led to the creation of the most crucial parts of the ancient mathematics. The later ideas of Heraclitus were in part a reaction to both Pythagorean and the Milesian work. This was merely the first part in what I want to expand further. Of course, I don't know how this video is going to be received. I'm not really milking this video. I don't really want this to blow up because I'm pretty sure it's not going to. However, I'm pretty much going to be uploading more and more content on this channel. So it's if you want to subscribe, it's your choice. I don't really care. It's just going to be my personal memorandum. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, thank you if you actually did listen to it all this while. Thank you.